All right, let's go to that. How do you pick tenants? Because one of my uncles, he does Section 8 housing, and a lot of people have different opinions about Section 8 housing. Um, how do you go about picking tenants? Because that's a big reason a lot of people don't want to. Like I always heard growing up, you don't want to be a landlord because people gonna trash your house. And then one of my mentors said, actually, getting your house trashed means you own assets. So that's a good problem to have. Well, not if you the one got to pay for it, but
Facts.
so how did you get through that process of finding good tenants?
Yeah, that's a process. So speaking on voucher tenants, so most of my multifamily units are filled with voucher tenants, and Cam can also attest to this too as an investor with voucher tenants. So there's a difference with market rate tenants, which is like you and I. I'll do your typical background check, credit check. I ask for 3 previous landlord references. I call them all. I asked for last 2 pay stubs. Am I doing the most? I'm sorry, but you have to be really clear about what you're getting yourself into. So those are a little bit easier. But with voucher tenants, it's a different ball game. I don't necessarily ask for credit checks because a lot of the income is coming from government funds. So that part is taken care of. Now the other part of it is that you're dealing with people who are going through a lot, who have been through a lot, and you want to make sure you're giving them a chance and understanding where they're coming from. But I always ask for their previous landlords. 3 of them, I speak to them all. I don't necessarily like taking emergency voucher tenants that are like last minute, need a house immediately, because that's also a red flag. But I give everyone a chance. And so with voucher tenants, it's different. I call the landlords, and some landlords are they lie to you. They lie to you. I had one landlord oh, she's great, perfect, love her, amazing, take her. I took her. It was a mistake, and it happens, right? And learning to just read people and do all the background search you can. Maybe you can add to that, as you have a lot of tenants too.
Yeah.
I would also say building a good relationship with your tenants. The better relationship you have with your tenants, the less maintenance calls you typically get. But on top of that, also be on top of your maintenance calls and make sure you're providing people quality housing. Once you get your tenant in there, build that relationship. If you have a good relationship with them, they're less likely to kind of leave you holding the bag.